Okay, so welcome to lesson 4. Again, this is really just a very quick introduction. We're going to really start implementing starting in module 2, but just take the time, bear with me, hang out with me here for a few moments because it's really a good idea to make everything as crystal clear as possible. What we're looking at now is converting leads into customers, and this doesn't necessarily happen on its own. You're going to need to take action. You're going to need to implement specific strategies that go beyond the generation of a lead and actually focus on converting the lead into a paying customer or client. So again, let's take a look at these notes very, very quickly. First of all, we can look at identifying buying signals. We can also look at identifying signals that would disqualify the lead as a prospect. In other words, if you ask a certain question and you get a specific answer, and that answer indicates to you very clearly that this person is not really a good prospect for you and it's not very likely that they're going to become a customer, then you obviously put them into that kind of category. So we can look at engagement indicators. We can look at high open and click-through rates on emails, for example. If we have people in our database, we can see the ones who are kind of hyperactive, who are responding, who are reading, who are opening all of our emails, who are clicking on the links in the emails, and that's an indication of a higher degree of interest. Frequent visits to our websites and product pages, this is also an indicator. Direct inquiries, leads, questioning demos, or requesting demos, quotes, additional information. Again, just because somebody asks you for a quote doesn't necessarily mean they're a qualified prospect. So again, that's something we'll deal with during the sales process. But again, we're looking at things, basically how the whole leads to customers process works. We can talk about personalized follow-ups, in other words, tailored offers. We can provide personalized offers or even discounts or incentives based on the lead behavior. And this is very, very typical and very common in the digital marketing area. We can also use the phone call. And we can use personalized emails to engage hot leads. I would generally say that if you're in a consulting business, the more people you can have conversations with, the better. If you want to spend your time on the phone, then you certainly don't want to waste your time talking to people who are not even interested in hearing from you. So again, we have strategies in place, and we learn about all of these strategies during this course and on how to identify the leads that come into your business that are worth picking up the phone and talking to, because they'll actually be very appreciative of it. Without going down the road of cold calling, that's the worst thing we could do. Really, it's just time consuming. It's very, very demotivating. But if you have leads coming through and then they're being filtered automatically through the system that you create to enable you to identify the ones who are actually looking actively or very receptive to the kind of solutions that you have to offer, then the conversion from lead to customer can be accelerated simply by picking up the phone or even sending an SMS. And again, even the SMSs can be automated. So there's lots to do here, and the possibilities are endless. The objective of this course is to guide you step by step through the process where you can simply run one ad, get leads, nurture those leads effectively, and then filter them in a way that you can identify the hot leads, because we're interested in the hot leads. Yeah. And again, we also have this issue of objections. So quite often business owners are not really that prepared for objections. They tend to consider objections to be an indication of no interest or little interest. In fact, objections are usually a good thing, because it's simply the person talking out loud, thinking out loud, and trying to figure out, the gaps. They're looking for more information, essentially. Common objections include price, it's too expensive, the value, not clear where the value is, timing, it's not the right time, competition, other people offering the same service or the same product. And addressing concerns. So we can provide clear, concise responses and additional information to alleviate these concerns. We can actually preempt the objections in our advertising campaigns right from the start. So again, this is what you're going to see as we go through this whole course, why this is so extremely powerful, why these ad campaigns work so well. It's because we're not just advertising something saying, hey, look, we have a horse for sale. Here's a picture of a horse. Would you want to buy a horse? We're actually crafting the offer and the ad in such a way that we're going to be to a certain degree, repelling the people that we're not interested in doing business with, and kind of enticing the people who would be our ideal clients. And as we entice them, we're also making sure that, hey, you don't have to worry about this, and you don't have to worry about that, and you don't have to worry about that either. So you're literally integrating the entire sales process within your communication, within your messaging, right from the start. And that's really, I'm not sure if it makes any sense right now, but as we go through the whole process, you'll get it. Obviously, closing the sale, we need strong calls, CTAs. That's a call to action. Very clear, very compelling, very straightforward. Basically, ask for the sale. And we also want to simplify the process as much as possible. So we want to make the purchasing process as easy and seamless as possible. And that may even be applicable in very complex businesses, where, I don't know, maybe you need to study the whole project requirements for 2 or 3 days and then come up with a proposal that's really in depth and all that kind of stuff. There's still a way to optimize that process and make it more seamless as it is right now. Okay, so that's it for this very brief introduction. Let's move on. And we're really getting ready now to get cracking, because it's just important that you understand, you have a clear idea of kind of orientating, getting a clear idea of where you are, finding your feet in the whole process. And then hopefully that will be a motivating factor for you to then to take action in module 2 when I start showing you exactly the steps to take. I'll go into the Meta Business Managers. I'll show you everything you need to learn, and I'll step by step so that you can do it for your business. Okay, see you in the next step.